Good evening, everyone, friends of the college, faculty and staff, and most importantly, fellow graduates. My name is Holland Stewart, and I'm a soon-to-be alum of Gordon College. I majored in history, was a resident advisor in Fulton Hall, and participated in the Jerusalem and Athens Forum during my time here. Like some of you, I came from far away, all the way from Los Angeles. I came into freshman orientation without knowing anyone, having been to Boston only once before, and without a family member for a couple thousand miles. Now, I had grown up with the same people my whole life and had rarely traveled far from home, and so it was much to my mother's chagrin that I decided to leave. The wanderlust had caught up with me, however, something I inherited from my parents, ironically. I wanted to leave, to move somewhere new and different and exciting, somewhere that had 4 seasons and a vibrant sports culture, somewhere that I could just start over, somewhere nobody knew my name. When I came to Gordon, I got all of that and more, especially the sports culture, which to an outsider could be termed passionate or maybe even frightening. See, I have this fear of being known. It terrifies me, to be honest, and that's what made leaving California so easy. It wasn't that I hated it there. I just figured it would be a lot easier to be alone someplace else. So I traveled east, running away. What I didn't know is that I was running to the open arms of a community that genuinely cared about my story, about my dreams and my insecurities. Throughout my time here, I have been so blessed by the hearts of my peers and the faculty, staff, and the local community. It has truly become home. And so 4 years ago, Gordon welcomed me with open arms. I spent my first 2 years here engrossed in the college life. I made friends, studied sometimes. I ate enough chicken pizza to make any artery tremble. I memorized the late-night Denny's menu and played just about every Requiem sport that I could possibly fit into my schedule. I laughed, I cried, sometimes. I wrote papers, lots of papers. It was wonderful. My junior year, however, I deferred and went abroad. I spent the year living at home, working, and saving money for various trips around the world. The core of man's spirit comes from new experiences, from his passion for adventure. This quote from the 2007 film Into the Wild, I obviously took to heart. So I left. It was a year of solitude and reflection, to be sure. The amount that I missed Gordon while I was away, traveling, is immeasurable. I miss being able to pay for my meals with points, which always seemed to be in plentiful supply until the last few weeks of the semester, in which everyone is very, very desperate, myself included. Being able to just walk down the hall and see my best friends, to wake up with a view of Koi Pond, being able to sit down with just about anyone and feel at home in a conversation. It's not like that everywhere. In fact, I think it's something that's pretty special about Gordon. For a guy with a serious case of wanderlust to be genuinely missing his community at home while traveling the world, it was a new feeling, and a good one. I returned to school this year and picked up right where I had left off. I had changed, and so had Gordon, in some new and very exciting ways. But it was still home, and as I jumped right back in again, you, showed your true colors. Now, as I am set to graduate, all I can say is thank you to my friends sitting in front of me and to the institution that will be here after we go. It has truly been amazing. And yes, admissions office, you can quote me on that. To the soon-to-be graduates, in the immortal words of Mahatma Gandhi, I urge you to be the change you wish to see in the world. We are graduates of Gordon College, bright and thoughtful, educated and mobile, with the potential to be a powerful force for good in this world. Let us recognize this blessing and not squander this opportunity. Paraphrasing the words of the eminent Marcus Mumford, may our apathy not be our greatest enemy as we strive on towards victory. And lastly, seek adventure responsibly. It's good for the soul. So, to the class of 2012, to the last remnant of the old core, the last class. All right. I had a winner. All right. The last class that perchance can remember a Gordon College before Ken Olson's and Chester's Place. That harkens back to the days when Tie-Dye Brian frequented the Claymore Cafe in the basement of Chase. the last that could truly claim friendship with St. Francis of Assisi. And that is undoubtedly, in my expert opinion, one of the best classes to ever come through Gordon College, or the world, for that matter. I salute you.